All right, let's talk about buying and holding stock. Buying and holding stocks. The dangers of buying and holding stock. I'm gonna go back and over some of these, what I call greatest hits stocks that 2, 3 years ago had crazy valuations that ultimately were just garbage. Like Digital Turbine. Digital Turbine. What does Digital Turbine do or did? I see Digital Turbine through its subsidiaries operates a mobile growth platform for advertisers, publishers, carriers, and device original equipment manufacturers, OEMs. Basically, I don't know what they do. But let's look at today. Today the stock is worth $1.68. 3 years ago, the stock was at $93. 5 years ago, the stock peaked at like $120 something. This is not the best chart either, but it was up there. It was up there. The next one. So if you were bag holding, buying the stock and just holding it long, and you held it from January 2021, 2020. This was a good ride right here. But you probably should have got out. If you held it January 2021, 22, you're pissed off right now. You're super mad right now. You're angry. You what we used to call it Sprint when I worked in the call center. You are you angry and upset. That's what we used to put in there for angry callers. And you got a right to be. Another one back during that period. We're not going to talk about Peloton. PTON. Peloton 3 years ago. This chart sucks. Can I make it bigger? Yeah, I guess not. Peloton 3 years ago. What if I hit show more? There we go. So 3 years ago, Peloton. That's only $9. Oh, wait a minute, that's not a 3-year chart though. 3 years. Ooh, look at Peloton. Peloton was at June 28, 2021. It was at $122. And yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is the dangers of the stock market. This is why a lot of people don't mess with the stock market. And it's fully understandable. I mean, if you bought the hype of Peloton back here, what's this during the pandemic, a little after the pandemic, you probably felt that this is great. This is great. So let's see if you got it. Let's go 5 years. Go 4 years. 4 years, if you caught it up in here and you was riding and you was feeling good. Which begs the question of, how do you know a company is good or not? I don't know. I don't know. I guess for me is you gotta. To me, it's name brand, market cap, all that good stuff. But you don't really have to be that type of analytical person to really determine if a company is good or not. All right, who's next? I remember some of these companies because I considered buying them, but I decided not to. Oh, QuantumScape. This was really a pandemic darling, or slightly after the pandemic. It is at 568 now. 3 years ago. Let's show more. 3 years ago. Are you gonna default to 4 years? Okay. January 2021. 131 kind of was the high. 131.67. Wow. All the way down to what? 2021 to 2024 to $5.76.
Come on, man.
That's crazy. So if you bought this here and you rode this high to here, hopefully you bailed at somewhere between here. This is another one I wouldn't have bought. Because during the time you can kind of tell it was like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Another one back during that time, 2021, 2020 was wild. Let's see. QuantumScape. Leo was played with a lot. These are some of the ones that I track. Mara. This one was, I think this is a crypto. Yeah, this is crypto related stock. All crypto is crap. I never mess with crypto. But let's see. At one point it peaked around $75 or so. And it's down to like 19. I don't know about crypto. You also gotta wonder, are these stocks ever gonna come back? And are these bargains? You know? I mean, historically, you never know.
Come on, man.
Could be another GME situation. Stocks are heavily shorted, and next thing you know, the stock's at $40, $50 a share. Let's see, Blink Charging. Blink Charging, when everybody thought the EV evolution was here, was at $60 at one point. $63 was the high. It is now at $2.99. And what do they do? I think they set up charging stations. I'm not even quite sure. Blink Charging Company, through its subsidiaries, owns, operates, manufactures, and provides electric vehicle charging equipment in that group. This might be something that's got potential to come back.
Come on, man.
Stop being a damn fool.
I mean, we got to have an EV charging network right now. I guess Tesla is kind of running that, and it's not a separate stock that you can actually buy. That's part of Tesla, I guess. So you never can tell. I mean, they still out there doing their thing. $2.99, I wouldn't mess with it. Let's look at Affirm. Affirm is, this is the financial section, but look, it had a high in 2021, 168, and it is now, over a 3-year period, down to $29, $29.37. I still do some options on this every now and then. Mostly puts. I catch it when they get to like $30, $35. That seemed to be the resistance level, and let it drop. It'll drop to $23, $24. Nice little side hustle. Okay, now this next one is really gonna blow you away, right? So Zoom is a Zoom provides unified communication platform. Basically, zoomed when the pandemic hit. When I'm talking about it zoomed, $540. $540. I mean, it literally went from. Let's go back a little further. It went. Let's go 5 years. Look, it went from being in the cellar at around $59, 59, $60 to when the pandemic hit and everybody's working from home, $540 some dollars or so. $588 was the high. Are you kidding me? I never play this stock. I never do options on it or anything because it can burn you. But down to $60. Just think though. There's some people that bought it here. I'm not laughing. There's some people that bought it here. This is why I understand why people don't mess with the stock market. Because you can get caught bag holding. Hopefully though, people somewhere up in here, they sold. They got out. Because probably the people that were holding down here, somewhere all up through here, they were selling. And when it peaked here, I don't know anybody that could afford that, but I'm sure somebody did, thinking that it was probably going to continue to do this or this. No. So, is buying and holding a good thing? I don't know. Let's look at some better companies. Well, when I say better companies in my eyes. There's things you should learn that I haven't learned, and I don't need to learn for what I'm doing. But if you're gonna buy and hold stock, you probably want to know about a company's PE, market cap, this stuff over here. You might want to know this. For what I do, selling options, I'm short term. I don't need to know that. Now, when I buy this kind of stuff long term, I want to know this. I want to know what's going on here. Is this a good company? Let's see, Amazon. I mean, Amazon is kind of consistently. That's a 5-year. Let's look at a 10-year. 10 years. I mean, you've constantly seen, some growth. There's a little peak, little valley there, but all you've seen is growth. So that's over a 10-year period. So I would say, I thought at one time Amazon was like $1,000 a share. I guess was that my imagination? I'm pretty sure this stock was at $1,000 a share because they split 5 years ago. But what's weird here is this never shows this stock being over $1,000. So I'm looking at 10-year stock prices. But when I asked the question, was Amazon stock ever over $1,000? Hit the magic price of $1,000 per share on the morning of May 30th, 2019, I guess. But it doesn't show here. I'm looking 10 years out. I'm looking 10 years out and it doesn't show. That's weird. What is this? 2014 to 2024. That's weird. In any case, buying and holding. Buying and holding. If you're holding quote unquote good stocks, yeah. But you do have to be careful about the Zooms, the Maras, the Blinks, the Quantum Gates, Pelotons. Mind you though, there's some extraordinary things going on in the world at that time, so everything probably was skewed, but you got to kind of look at that kind of stuff. And that's kind of the danger of buying and holding. Overall, if you're selecting the right companies, it's a good idea. But if you're falling for the hype and you're not looking at what's happening in the world, yeah, you can get caught bag holding. And that's never good.